Welcome everybody, Farm Sim Snowy here. In this video we're going to look at a new mod map released for Farming Simulator 19. So this is Bacuri Farm 2K21. This is by Lostgamer. It is 147.13 megabytes to download, and the description there says, Bacuri Farm, this map is based on the thicket of southern Brazil where the land is large crops just out of sight. Map, in addition to the original crops, has extra crops such as Carioca Beans, Sorghum, just those two. I think I said the beans right, I'm not sure. Account with 3 grain cells: Cooperative Lizard 1, Cooperative Lizard 2, Pioneer. Sale of bells, wool, cotton, lizard, Cooperative Branch 1. A logging company for the sale of logs and wood chips. Fixed BGA on the map where you can sell your silage. Contains 4 water catchment points identified with icons on the map. Main headquarters has a house, 3 million litre silo, cows, chickens, 6 sheds. Sale of potatoes, beans, milk and eggs will be made at the Bacuri Farm market. Milk sale will also be made at Supreme Milk. Limestone mine where you can pick up your favourite truck or trailer. There is a challenge ahead. That sounds interesting. Have a good game. So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes at the main farm. This is the map, so we are currently here at the main farm. This is the map. Zoom out. Not many fields, but as you can see there is some huge ones. So it's a little bit different to some of the Brazilian maps we've had recently, where you've got a bit more squarer, huger fields. But it's not a bad map, it's quite nice. I've had a little look round. Now I'm in new farmer mode, and interestingly enough you don't start off with owning anything, as you can see, not even our farm area, no fields, nothing like that. We have got, let's go back in that mode, chickens like it says on the description and cows on this farm. It will let you use those without owning this plot, and that is in all 3 modes. I came on here and tested it in the other 2 modes. It does allow you to put animals in there. So new farmer mode, like I say, you start off with nothing, and obviously farm manager and start from scratch is exactly the same, because that is normally the case with those 2 modes anyway. But our farm area, if you wanted to buy it, it is expensive on here, but it is huge fields, so you can imagine it's 830,000 to buy this plot, and that's no field or anything like that. It's literally just a farm area. This cow pasture is quite huge. Field 1 next door, 696. Field 9, which is massive, is 3 million just over. Field 8 is even bigger, 4.1 million. Field 5, 3.4 million. 6, 1.6. As you can see, you can buy all the areas where the shops and sell points are, etc. As you can see, you can click on pretty much all of it and buy it. We have got a little bit of forestry area there, which comes with field 3. Again, you can buy that area. We've got the lime station up there you can buy. The BGA is there to buy. That's 1.1 million, so very expensive on here, you can see. In terms of, what was I going to say? I'll show you that in a second actually. Let's have a look round our farm. We'll go through the slot counts first before we have a little look around. Now this is exactly the same across all 3 modes as well, so the slot counts are exactly the same, and you start off with all the same equipment. So in all three modes it's 500 slots out of 1299, which is pretty good. And if you sell everything off, you can get that down to 347 slots. This is what you start off with in all three modes, like I've said. We've got the Armour Track 1104, the Case 7250 Pro, got a nice John Deere S790 harvester, got the 1978 pickup, Joskin Transbase 8000, we've got a header for a harvester, got a horse seeder, we've got a crop sprayer, we've got the Joskin Aquatrans, we've got a front loader with a bucket, and we've got a rather huge hefty weight. That is all you start off with. There's no modded in things. There is custom crops like it says, so if we go right to the end, we've got the Carioca Beans, I think that is, and Sorghum at the end there. Now the only difference I could see between all the three modes is you can see there we start off with some crops in our silo in New Farmer mode. You don't start off with any crops in the other two modes in your silo. And you can see there it's the 3 million litre capacity, which is madness. Some of your equipment is in need of a repair, as you can see, which is quite good. I like that sort of feature. There is contracts available, and as you can see, some of them pay out very, very well. Look at this for field 8, 100,000 for fertilising. So that has got to be that huge one over here. Yeah, that is mental. So you should be able to get your money up pretty quick, I would have thought. Get yourself up enough to buy a field, you know, and they are quite big, as you'll see as we're going around, and build yourself up. And you know, it's not going to take you long to get probably your first million once you got your crops off of your huge fields. But anyway, we start off here at the main farm. This is our farmhouse, quite a nice modern looking one. We come up towards the front door, we've got our sleep trigger there. What I'll do is I'll run round the yard, and then I think we'll pick up the pickup. Yeah, you can't go in the garage, so that's out of bounds. If we run over here, this is our huge silo, this whole setup. So you've got your tip in just there, and you've got these icons on a lot of the sell points and things around your farm. As far as I can see, there's no way of turning that off. I know some of the maps you can come up to click on them, and you can also sometimes turn them off when you go to the interactive zone markers here and turn them off, but as you can see, they don't disappear, which probably is going to annoy some people. Yeah, so that's your tip in. Sorry, I'm losing track of what we're doing. And your pipe out is just here, so you drive under and come through there. As you can see, it's a huge setup, but it is quite a big map with some big fields. We've got some nice huge shed spaces here, a little bit of our equipment inside. This has got lights in, and the light switches are kind of dotted around on the pillars like so. As you can see, nice and bright. That just does this section, because just over here we have another light switch which will do this section. So pretty cool. If we run across here, we've got our chickens. So your feed trough just there, you got your dialogue box here. This will hold 400 chickens, and your eggs will appear just there. Now they just roam all the way around your farm. They were here when I bought some. They were all up round this side, so they're going to be everywhere. Again, more huge shed space. You can just see the light switch over there. And then you've got a sort of awning or lean-to section there, which is pretty smart. Doors on this one, which open like so. More of our equipment, and and there's a light switch just there for this one. More space just there, as you can see. This is the cow pasture, but I'll come back to that because we're going to take the pickup because it is quite big out there. Again, more shed space. One of our tractors over here. This is one of the water points. Now it says 4 water points. There's 3 on our farm here, which I find a little bit odd because you don't really need 3 and they're pretty close together. So that's one of them. Again, small little shed space there. We'll run back this way. We've got another water point just there. Again, you can see the icons and the zone markers like so. So that's another water point. You can see how close those two are together. So we'll grab the pickup and we'll drive over to the cow pasture. Because the dialogue box is just here. I'll turn that off so you can hear me. Just there, so you've got your in and out arrows, which is quite smart. I like that. Dialogue box just there. This holds 200 cows, which in my eyes is a little bit disappointing because this cow pasture is absolutely huge. I'll go up in landscaping mode in a minute just so you can see how huge it is. And that's why we're taking the pickup as well, because you can drive all the way through and all the other triggers are kind of dotted around inside here. So we've got gates there to open up so you can drive through like so. So you've got your water trough just there like that. I'll drive over to this corner. I know I'm not sticking to the paths, but there's no cows in here for us to run over. You got your manure pit there, and just in the background you've got your slurry pit. Now the slurry markers are actually outside the fence there, you can just about see that, but the manure you're going to have to come inside to muck them out like that. And if we cut back across here, we've got another, and that's our 3rd water point just there. You can see the marker. You don't have to back into that little pond there. You just come up to this bit here and the trigger will appear and you can start refilling. So there you go, 3 water points on our farm. Do we really need that? You've got your feed trough and straw just there. And then you've got your milk point just there. Oh sorry, that's not your straw, that's your feed trough. Just the feed trough at the front there, because your straw trigger is at the back there. You can just see the straw icon there. But you can see how huge this cow pasture is. And for it to only have 200 cows is a little bit disappointing. Look at it. So we're right up there. It goes right out to this edge, this track, and it goes as wide as this. So it is absolutely massive. Just feel that they could have allowed more cows myself in there. Anyway, that is the main farm done and dusted. So now we will continue around the map and look at all the other various features and sell points, etc. So there's only one way out, the other south, you can just see on the mini map, the south entrance or exit over there takes you out onto one of the fields there, but this is your sort of main entrance exit out onto the roads. There is traffic on here, and it looks like they use all of the roads, which I like as well, because some maps you come on and there you go, look, That's our farm. Yeah, some of maps you come on and some traffic doesn't go up certain roads. You can just see how huge some of these fields are. Just realised what I was going to show you. Talking about the water points. The fourth and final water point is literally here in the middle of field 9. So you can just see this sort of track area there. It's literally just there. I won't drive out there to show you, but that is where the fourth water trigger is. So look, field 7. Absolutely huge, and we're just going to be coming up to that field on our right where the water trigger is, and you can just see how massive that is, and that looks like it's got potatoes in it, so good luck harvesting that. Would you take on that contract when it comes up? I know I wouldn't. Not unless you've got quite a bit of time on your hands. So on the left, Lizard Agro Industrial Cooperativa. I'm going to drive straight down. Some of the tracks off the main roads are a little bit bumpy, which is pretty cool, pretty understandable for the area. Got a little weighbridge there which does work. In some of these areas you will see this one's not as good as some of the others, but they are huge open spaces, and the good thing where you can actually buy them is you'd be able to place a few things around here and there, I would imagine. So there's your sale point just there. So if we come out, we checked out all the farm, we come up through the cow pasture, I showed you all that. We came out, we come all the way along here, we came down, and we're now here at Lizard Filial 2, that one, which is this bad boy here. So one of your main sale points. It will also take the 2 custom crops, which are your beans and your sorghum, like so. Then we'll come back up and you've got your animal dealer just outside. As you can see in the background, Comerciante de Animales. Now we've had this sort of animal dealer before, and it literally is the triggers all the way the whole length of those bays there. So from there roughly all the way to that end, but you've got your icon just there. Come up. Obviously we've only got chickens and cows on the map at the minute, so we'll jump back in the pickup and back onto the main road to another sale point. It's quite nice though, it's got some nice colour into it. You got the sort of reds, sandy dirt tracks like we had that Brazilian map the other day. That was quite red. This has got a few little touches like that. Nice colour palette. So this is Supreme Milk. So we're now across the road, Supreme Milk, which is going to do milk and eggs, I believe it was. So yeah, right down the bottom, just milk and eggs. So that's pretty smart. At least it takes eggs as well, gives you another option. Again, you can see the icons there. It would be nice if you could turn them off. Maybe you can and I just haven't found it, so if someone else does find it, that's great. Let me know in the comments if you did. I mean, when they've got them on maps like that, it is nice for you to sort of get your bearings, and so you know what goes where and whatnot. But once you've sussed it all out, it's nice to then be able to turn it off. I mean, you've even got them here at the fuel station, look. So you've even got the little nozzle of the pump there. So we're now at the fuel station. I don't think it would bother me, I don't think. But, you know, if you come on here, you just play the game how you want it, but I expect some people will get a little bit annoyed with it and fed up with it. If you're trying to play a little bit more realistically, you don't really want icons around all the time. So just in this huge shed, we've got a workshop trigger, as you can see, like so. Oh, the reset point is actually at your main farm. It's literally just opposite the gate there to the cow pasture. Forgot to mention that. But if you buy or lease anything, it appears here right up in that sort of, by that fence up the end there, just sort of over there. But your reset point is at the main farm, so you can't go in any of these garages, but you can go into the main shop. We've got a cash machine there, and you've got your shop menu just there, like so. You can go upstairs, but there's no doors open up there, and you can also run out these doors if you want to. But as you can see, quite a nice huge open area. So if you were to buy the shop, you could place something nice and flat as well, if you wanted to do that. So back out a little bit further up, we've got another sell point. I think that is the second of the main sell points. You've got a sort of built up area, it's a bit more built up here. I tell you what, I wanted to go, I've taken the wrong turn in there, guys, apologies. I wanted to turn down this road and then right again. You've got like an apartment block there, which is quite cool, and out the back they've got their basketball court. You can just sort of see it. I like little things like that, it's nice, gives it a sort of lived in feel, more residential up here. Telephones on the wall there, look, phone booths. So this is the market. Again, you can see the icon trigger there. So we came out of here, the animal dealer, into Supreme Milk, back up there, through the petrol station, fuel station, into the shop here, and now we're at Mccardino Bakery. Murdered that, I know I have. This isn't one of your main sell point actually. This is where you sell your potatoes, sugar beets, also eggs, milk, and it will take the beans as well, so pretty handy. Now we'll come all the way along the top and we'll come down and we'll check out all these bits here. More sell points. One of them definitely is another main sell point. So as you can see, apartment blocks, houses, people walking across in front of us. That is a little bit, the way it ends just like that, not too sure about that. As you can see, that's that field. You can, where the trees are, that's where the sort of pond or the lake is, where your refill point is for your water. But the fields are absolutely huge. So just in on the right hand side, we've got Agro Industrial Cooperativa again. See how huge it is. You've got this bit in the middle. If you own that, maybe you could landscape that all back in, put something there, I'm not sure. More sell points maybe to give you a few more options. Just over in this corner again, you can see the little bell icon just there, so that's your bell sell point. Lizard Fardos, that's going to take your loose or bales of silage, grass, hay or straw. And then we'll come out, and just across from us here, we've got the cotton sell point, which also does your wool, so technically your spinnery, which is just in there, like so. Cotton lizard, which is up the top. If we come back, there you go, cotton and wool. Doesn't do anything else, I don't think. Nope. And then if we come round this side, you can technically go down that way, but I think it's sort of meant to be a one-way system. So back up here on the sort of way bridge, which again does work, as you can see the numbers. And then come down, you got these huge great sheds here with lizard all over them, but you can't go in them, so quite a little bit of wasted room, I think rather. Just there is your sell point, and that is the lizard agro industrial, which is there, which is your other main sell point. Takes all your standard crops plus sugar cane and both the custom crops. So a few options to sell the custom crops on here. Now we'll come out of here because this is the only way out. Nice blue building there, I think that's supposed to be the offices. And then we're going to visit the lime station, which obviously they said in the mod hub, challenge awaits or something like that it was. And we'll soon see what they mean. So huge long road, as you can see. And talking of huge field again, as you can see it's not all completely flat on here, the fields, and you can see that is actually a field there, that bump to our right in the distance. We'll get a closer look at it in a minute, sorry. I think that's field number 2. It is definitely not flat. So here we go into the lime station. Now it is very bumpy here. I came in a little bit too quick when I was testing and I almost went over the edge, but as you can see you've got to make your way down there. So I think that's what they mean about the challenge, because as we drive round it just kicks the back end of your pickup all over the place, as you can see. So it's going to be quite interesting with a tractor and trailer or whatever you bring up here. You're going to definitely have to take it easy. There's street lights all the way around here, so I'm guessing this all lights up at night. I bet that looks quite cool. And we're almost there. Very, very bumpy. Got another sort of pond area there, but that's not a water point, that's just for decoration. But just in here, under here, you can see the icon. That's your lime station. So we came out of this area after those sale points, all the way along this road, around the swirly whirly, and we're at the lime station. What I will do now is I will cut to us back up onto this road, and we'll carry on with the tour. Almost done, guys. So I'll see you back up the top in a second. I made it out in one piece. So let's carry on. If we go down here now, I think the BGA is next, which is on the left hand side. There we go, biogas. So swinging there, pretty straightforward. You've got your sail point tip-in digester just there with the icon. Again, with your icon, you've got your digestate pipe there. Now there is a slurry pit there, but I think that is just for decoration. I don't think you can buy anything. We've got quite a huge shed there as well at the end, and there's quite a bit of room here as well. 2 bunker silos, as you can see. I'll just jump out, put on the help menu. There you go, fill level chaff and compacting. Now a lot of these sail points have got these gates on. I'm not sure, you can't open and shut them manually. I don't know if they're just permanently back like that, or they are timed. But when I came round earlier, I think it was around 7 AM, and I would have thought they would be shut at that sort of time. But they were all still open, so I think they're just done like that for decoration. There's the field on our right, as you can see, huge bump right in the middle, so it's not going to be straightforward flat fields all the time, but you have got quite a nice harvester to start off with. There's that little forestry area bit there just to our right, and then in here we have got Madeira Jacaranda, which is your sawmill. Again, this is absolutely huge in here, but it does make it feel like it is a proper place. So your timber, lumber, sail point just there, and then your wood chips you can see just there with your icon like so. Let's just quickly show you. So we came out of the lime station, straight down, BGA, out of there, in there, and we're going to finish off at Pioneer, which I think is the last of the main sail points. Yes, it is. And that should be the end of it. So back onto main road. I do like the sort of ditch to our right as well. That's quite smart how the road sort of falls away off the edge there. So you've got the huge lizard. Oh no, they're Pioneer actually, sorry, but it's the same sort of thing as the lizard ones up the top. Huge great sheds and warehouses or whatnot. One of the fields to the right. Again, the map just sort of ends there with a bush and a tree right slap bang in the middle. Over onto the weighbridge again. It does work as well. Just in front of us we've got our sail point. So we are at Pioneer, which is towards the bottom. Does all your standard crops, and it also does both of the custom crops. So there you go, that is pretty much it. I think we covered all the main farm. We came out, pretty much done a clockwise route all the way around. So yeah, that is it. I think I've covered everything. Let's just check my notes. Pretty straightforward one, this one. Didn't have to write a lot down. Yeah, I think that's it. So that is Bacuri Farm 2K21 by Lostgamer. So I hope you have all enjoyed the map tour. If you have, please give me a thumbs up because I really appreciate it, or comment anything just to help me get boosted up through the ranks. But if you have enjoyed it, then give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.